Hello everyone, this is Jack Frost with your weekly update for Nasdaq. Overall price has declined and a lower target is used for the bullish Elliott Wave count. Elliott Wave first, technical analysis last. On the bullish weekly chart, intermediate wave 4 is labelled complete at this low, having moved slightly lower from the last week. If intermediate wave 4 does continue any lower, it cannot move into intermediate wave 1 price territory at 11210.38. Intermediate wave 5 is now expected to move higher, ending primary wave 1. Intermediate wave 5 has a target calculated at 17090, where it would reach equality in length with intermediate wave 3. Within primary wave 1, no second wave corrective movement can move below its start at 10092.94. An Elliott channel is drawn around the current intermediate degree movements, using Elliott's second technique from the end of intermediate wave 2 to the end of intermediate wave 4, with a copy on the end of intermediate wave 3. Intermediate wave 5 may find resistance at the upper edge of this channel. On the bullish daily chart with the end of intermediate wave 3, just here, intermediate wave 4 pulling price lower, subdividing well as a complete double zigzag. An Elliott channel is drawn around the minor movements within intermediate wave 4 using Elliott's first technique from the beginning of minor wave W to the end of minor wave X with a copy on the end of minor wave W. Minor wave Y and intermediate wave 4 have fallen just short of support at the lower edge of this channel. They may continue lower to find support at this channel. A break above resistance at this channel will add confidence in intermediate wave 4 being over at this low and intermediate wave 5 pulling price higher. On the bearish weekly chart, this wave count sees cycle wave 4 incomplete, currently within primary wave X of a double zigzag or double combination. Minor wave 4 within intermediate wave C of primary wave X is labeled complete at this low here, subdividing as a double zigzag. Minor wave 5 is now expected to pull price higher, ending intermediate wave C 1 degree higher and primary wave X. If minor wave 4 does continue any lower, then it cannot move into minor wave 1 price territory at 11210.38. And with price moving higher, intermediate wave C has a target calculated at 14326, the 1.618 Fibonacci ratio of intermediate wave A. An Elliott channel is drawn around the current minor movements using Elliott's second technique from the end of minor wave 2 to the end of minor wave 4 with a copy on the end of minor wave 3. Minor wave 5 may find resistance at the upper edge of this channel, ending intermediate wave C and primary wave X, before price would move down for the end of cycle wave 4. On the bearish daily chart with the end of minor wave 3 just over here, minor wave 4 pulling price lower, subdividing as a double zigzag. An Elliott channel is drawn around the current minute movements within minor wave 4, from the beginning of minute wave W to the end of minute wave X with a copy on the end of minute wave W. If price breaks above the upper edge of this channel, there will be confidence in minor wave 4 being over at this low and minor wave 5 having begun pulling price higher. On the technical weekly chart, price continues to consolidate with overall declining volume, though volume did push price lower at the end of last week. On-balance volume continues in a range with no signal. ADX declines showing no clear trend with RSI and money flow both neutral and stochastics just entering oversold. ATR overall declines as price consolidates, which is standard movement. And on the technical daily chart, price has declined from resistance at 13600 through support at 13300. And is now coming back up with overall declining volume. On-balance volume continues in a range with no signal. ADX increases with a bearish trend. RSI and money flow both neutral with stochastics oversold, exhibiting bullish divergence between RSI, money flow, stochastics, and price, with RSI exhibiting double bullish divergence. Price has made lower lows, while these indicators have made higher lows. This may indicate a bounce in price soon. And on the Nasdaq AD chart, the AD line continues to make lower lows while price makes higher lows, continuing the long-term bearish divergence dating back to February 2023 and all the way back to 2009. That's all for me with your weekly update for Nasdaq. Hope everyone has a good week.